focus student I chose was a student who constantly struggled to answer my questions during whole class instruction. When I would ask him questions, he would not respond at all. I could feel my frustration building because I interpreted his behavior as rude and disrespectful. I realized that I did not know much about this particular student and I needed to learn about him in order to better understand him. I used the Points of Connection worksheet to categorize my interactions with my student and saw that I was building trust through familiarity, concern, and competence. I was able to start consciously working on building a relationship with my student by asking questions to get to know him on a personal level. I would chat with him before and after school and when we had free time. I noticed how easy it was for him to answer my questions and communicate when we were talking about his interests and his family. As time went on, I noticed that the small efforts I had made to connect with him were making a difference. He gained confidence in answering questions in class and I began to understand him better. Due to the growth in our relationship, I came to understand him not answering questions was not a sign of disrespect. It was his nerves and not feeling safe in the learning environment. If I had not taken the time to build a relationship with him, I would have continued to be triggered by him and in turn may have implicit biases that would affect his learning. I was able to build a meaningful relationship with the student and was able to see how smart and critically he was actually thinking about the material.
A similarity we found through our reflections was the feeling of disrespect. We felt this way because we all came from similar backgrounds where education was highly valued. So in turn, we interpreted this specific behavior as disrespectful when in reality, it was our own personal biases that misguided our judgment. We all came to the realization that without even knowing it, we had already made assumptions based off few interactions. The differences between our experiences is we view receiving respect in different ways.
I came from a family where we always talked openly about our feelings and respect was given equally to everyone. I feel disrespected when students are not communicating and seem disengaged.
Alex and I both felt our students were not giving us respect by lashing out with certain behaviors. After reflecting, we came to the conclusion that Katie's frustrations came from the absence of emotions, where Alex and I felt disrespected by students who appeared to have the inability to self-regulate their emotions. In other words, it was the presence of emotion that we deemed inappropriate for the classroom setting. We will strive to create a classroom environment where we make a point to make strong and trusting relationships with each of our students. We will also make a point to teach our students how to create these types of relationships with each other and do different types of restorative practice lessons. This can be done through daily morning circles where students learn how to deal with different issues that they may face in their lives and how to find solutions to these issues. These practices also give us, the teachers, an opportunity to get to know our students on a deeper level. Our classroom environment will be one where all students feel safe and respected. An example of a lesson is having students putting together a PowerPoint about a day in the life of themselves. They can include details about their families, their activities, hobbies, traditions, and anything else they'd like to share. Thank you for viewing our presentation and listening to our reflections. And we kindly ask that you please join us in a round of applause to honor the submission and completion of our final assignment in this program.